Take this. They're looking for you. Oh, shit. Here they come.
In the demo I played, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus brings back the challenging, unadulterated shooter action of the New Order. There isn't a ton that's radically different about it mechanically. BJ still sneaks around knifing Nazis before grabbing 2 guns and blowing the rest away. But the 2 levels I played each have something distinctive. Like the first game, Wolfenstein 2 plays its story of resisting technologically advanced Nazis pretty straight, with strong performances from its cast. At the same time, it's self-aware enough to know when it's being ridiculous and embraces it.
Show me your lizard face, motherfucker.
In the opening, BJ wakes up on the stolen Nazi sub in the alternate history 1961, but his body's in bad shape. When the sub comes under attack, he hops in a wheelchair and proceeds to roll through the surprisingly wheelchair-accessible ship, blowing away Nazis by the dozen. Fighting in a wheelchair is an interesting twist. You can't dual wield because you need one hand to push your wheels, and your movement speed is jerky between pushes. This sequence has some excellent gags. During your reunion with Set, a sequence of Nazis fall into a trap in the background. Then later, Frau Engel takes time out of her victory over the Resistance to fat-shame her daughter, which doesn't work out well for her. And when BJ calls himself a burden after having single-handedly killed dozens of Nazis, I laughed out loud. Then I skipped ahead to another mission in which BJ is sent to Roswell, New Mexico to deliver a nuke to a Nazi base. The parade scene gives a sense of life in the Nazi-occupied United States, with robed Klansmen walking around openly, but even they get harassed by soldiers in order to brush up on their German, or else. An encounter with a Nazi officer and a terrified mother and her son in a diner is a strong moment where Wolfenstein reminds you it's only half joking. Then we get an extended conversation between BJ and Super Spesh, which is another fun performance with some good gags to lighten the mood. Fighting through an underground railway station and onto a high-speed train is a return to the mix of stealth and all-out guns-blazing action I remember from the New Order. Melee animations are fun and all, but I tend to go the loud route myself, because how often do you get the opportunity to grab 2 machine guns and mow down Nazis anymore? Using a mix of SMGs, assault rifles, and shotguns with a handful of upgrades, I tore through Nazi stormtroopers, heavily armored tank dudes, attack dogs, and even super-fast Terminator-like robots. When the action heats up, it captures that same great, pure, first-person shooter feeling as the New Order. There are some tough fights too, because Wolfenstein doesn't go easy on you with things like regenerating health. And at this stage of the New Colossus, BJ's still injured and working with a limited amount of health to begin with. It's also noteworthy that in these 2 levels, the action never paused for any laser cutter puzzle-solving segments. I can't say I miss those much, because the stealth and action pacing lets you change things up whenever you like anyway. But we'll see what other surprises Wolfenstein 2 has in store for us on October 27th. Which by the way is the same day as Assassin's Creed Origins and Super Mario Odyssey. That'll be a big day for gamers, so stick with IGN for more.